Hi friends, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today we are going to wrap. I mean, figuratively and literally, we're gonna wrap. So while I am wrapping some of my family's Christmas presents, we're just gonna talk. I'll tell you a little bit what's been going on with me. I have a story that I want to tell you guys. And, we're just gonna chat. So I have all of my supplies here around me, and I think I shared this wrapping paper that I'm using this year. I'm using it all over my house, in my ribbon, and I am loving it. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, they had those satin dresses that was like this plaid, and I've always loved that tartan plaid. And then I bought this ribbon here, this wrapping paper here, and it is similar except the pattern is smaller than this wrapping paper here. So for my family, I am using this colored wrapping paper also with the red, and the red wrapping paper is some that I already had, and this is remnants of it right here, like this. So this is what I am using, and I'm thinking about maybe going to get some wrapping paper from the Dollar Tree, or that is like the paper bag color, because I think that would look great up under the tree also. And then for my little ones, I'm using this wrapping paper, and there's some other wrapping paper that we have that is more kid friendly. Now we're using this wrapping paper. The reason there's like two different wrapping papers is because in the mornings my family gets up early and we all come down and we open our gifts, and then we clear everything out because my sister and my brother and my nieces and nephews and my father all will congregate over here at around 10:30. That's the time I told them. My sister is always late, so she'll probably get here at 11 o'clock. So by the time she gets here, we will be eating breakfast. But I told everyone to be here at 10:30, so we will have breakfast. And when they're here, the kids and everyone else will open their gifts. Our gifts would have been taken away, so the only gifts that will be down here left would be for the nieces and nephews, my dad and my brothers and sister-in-laws, people like that, my mom. And so that is the plan. So let's talk about Christmas breakfast. So this year I am making shrimp and grits. Last year I made the French toast panettone, and actually we had that we had it last week for Sunday breakfast. And so I had to make it for the year, and actually I think I'm going to go and get another box of it, but I'll probably do it after Christmas because it'll be discounted, and I'm going to put it in the freezer because that is also great to have just for the weekend breakfast, in the winter with some maple syrup and a little bit of confectioner's sugar over it would be really, really good. And I think that's how I made it when I did my video. And if you want to see that video, I will link it down below. But I love panettone. I love it in French toast. I love it just slicing it and toasting it a little bit and putting some butter on there. It is delicious. So if you have not had it, I would suggest you get it. So we're having shrimp and grits. I think I am going to make I'm getting chicken sausages, and there's a place here in Atlanta called Delilah's that has awesome chicken sausages. You can also find their chicken sausages in Walmart, and they're a little bit pricey, but they are so good. I need to go to Sam's tomorrow, and I'll probably go there after work so that I can pick up their turkey bacon. Sam's has some of the best turkey bacon in the world, And I had it when I was over one of my girlfriend's house, and she doesn't eat beef, but she eats turkey, of course. And so she had this bacon, and it smelled so good. So I actually thought it was bacon, and how thick it was, and how it kind of fried up. It looked like bacon, but it was actually turkey. And so I can't think of the name of it, but it is at Sam's, and I want to say it's like $9.99. It's something like that. No, yes, it's at Sam's for $9.99. But it is delicious. So I'm gonna get that, and I bought biscuits from Aldi's. They're homemade buttermilk biscuits, and I'm gonna have what else I'm gonna have? I'm having some apple butter, and I have not figured out what else I'm gonna do as far as that's concerned. So I am still trying to get all of that together, and I have it together by Saturday. So yeah, so I've started wrapping some of my husband's gifts, and I needed to wrap his gifts now so that he won't walk in on me. I have been wrapping gifts now for the past 3 days. I went shopping with my mom on Sunday, and she bought a lot of things for everyone, and so I thought she was going to take her gifts and wrap them herself. Well, her response to me was, well, since we're going to be at your house, you just go ahead and take them with you and you wrap them. Really, Mom? So really, that's what we're doing? So I am wrapping my gifts as well as my mom's gifts. My daughter is upstairs, and she is wrapping the gifts that she purchased, as well as some gifts for the nieces and nephews and my sister. So we are all wrapping. My husband is out doing last minute shopping. He's such a man. He always waits till the last minute. I know he's picked up some things from me because I heard him and my daughter whispering about it, but he's going to get things for the little people. So yeah, so that's where he is. So I want to get all his things wrapped in the boxes and bags and put away before he gets here. And so that is what I am doing now. So how about wrapping? How many of you guys like wrapping? Do you like wrapping gifts? When I was in college, one of my first job when I arrived to Los Angeles in college was at the Beverly Center, and it was at Bullock's, which is now a Macy's. Macy's bought out Bullock's, but it was at Bullock's, and I worked there with one of my roommates, and I was hoping to get on some floor where there was some clothing or something that I was interested in. Well, they put me in gift wrap. Your girl didn't know how to wrap gifts, and especially back then when you would go into the gift wrap area, and during the holidays, oh my gosh, you go into the gift wrap area and you behind this long counter, and then behind you up on the wall were all these different kinds of wrappings and papers and things that you could you had to select from. So they gave me all of maybe 30-minute, it was like a 30-minute training on how to wrap a gift with these ribbons. So the ribbons were not the ribbons you pull the string and it goes into a bow. No, I had to use actual ribbon, and it had different kinds of ribbon, and they wanted you to make all these bows. First of all, they didn't ask me if I knew how to wrap a gift. I know how to wrap paper around a box, but when you start doing all that other fancy stuff, So they put me in this area, And they gave me this little training that was very, very quick and in a hurry. So I really had to like learn on the job. But your girl only learned how to do one bow. And it was probably number 5. And people came in, they never wanted the freaking bow that I freaking mastered. And so I would give them the paper they wanted. I would give them everything else they wanted or whatever. But their bow was not going to be number 7. It was going to be number 5's bow. So I had a lot of times people would say, well, that doesn't look like that. And I'm like, it doesn't? But it's still pretty. But they wanted to look like that. So I had this guy, and he would like, well, you just wrap it and I will do the bow for you. And so the paper was like, it was paper, and it was already, let me think, it was already sized, already cut. But then only thing you had, some of it was you just had to peel the tape off and you just wrap it. And then there were some other ones that you used and you had to use double-sided tape. Well, I got that part, and so I would give it to him. But when we got busy, he could not take my slack. Oh my goodness, I just could not get those different types of bows. So everybody got number 5. Your paper was good, you just got a number 5 bow. So needless to say, I was not in gift wrapping very, very long. I went to HR and I was like, that's not me. I don't do gifts. So even now when I do any type of bow, even the bows that you guys see on my tree, that's a number 5 right there. That's the only one that I mastered. You know, and yeah, but I didn't stay in that department long. I had requested to be moved somewhere else, and they agreed. So some of the things that I got my husband is a die-hard Oakland Raider fan. So I got him a couple of things from Oakland Raiders. I've already wrapped them up, but he loves anything Raiders. This year we got him another Raider shirt. He has so many. I have purchased him Raider jackets, Raider throws from Raider Image. I've purchased them from HSN when they have their NFL shop. I purchased him a Raider watch, and it was I got that from Raider Image in Los Angeles, and it cost me, I think it was like $180. This was maybe like 12 years ago, and he lost it. Every chance I get, I make him feel bad about it, but he lost it at work. And my husband, he's such a Raider fan that he would like taunt his co-workers. So one of his co-workers got it, and so I know, you know, they weren't going to give it back to him because he just taunted them so bad about their teams. But this year we got him a couple of Raider things, and some watch and a watch box. He has a lot of things this year, and I have things for his stocking, and I need to go and get a couple of more things for his stocking. So while I'm talking about him, I'm not done either. What else is happening around here? I have one more day of work, thank goodness. I only had to work 2 days this week, and my days happen to be Wednesday and Thursday. So one more day, and then I'm also Monday and Tuesday. I did a lot of things around here, and I'm also purging. I'm getting rid of a lot of things that I have accumulated and I'm not using. So those things are going next week to the Salvation Army or to the Goodwill. I've scheduled for the kidney fund to come here and pick up some things, and so I will have all of my receipts for January during tax time. But I generally purge. It's usually about every 2 or 3 months I'm getting rid of something, and that has like really worked for me. And there's things that I'm not using, or I give it away or whatever, but I generally just get rid of it. So I bought some things that from even the Salvation Army or Goodwill that I just have not used. And so it makes no sense for me to hold on to it. I'll give it to someone else. They can use it, and I am freeing up my space. Now, for me to say all that is, one space that I had planned on showing in my house tour was my guest bedroom. And what I did was I started cleaning out things from one of the closets, and that room is a total mess. So that room is not going to be on the house tour as I planned, because I did not have the opportunity to get the things out of there, and I just started washing everything. So it is a total mess, but I have to get it done and put back together by Saturday, because my mom is coming over here on Saturday, so I need to have that room back together. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. I am so excited for the holidays and for my family to see the things that I got them this year. I didn't have a lot of things on my list this year. I never do, but I think they know me well enough to kind of know what I like. And I used to just want my husband to just go out and buy me things, and you just buy me what you like. He's the type of person that he would rather me tell him what I want. But I feel like, you know me, we have been together almost 20 years. You should know what I like now. But y'all, he came back last year. I don't know who he was shopping for. I'm like, I don't wear none of the things that he picked up. I liked. None of it was my style, and only thing that I liked was one jacket, and it was too small. And so my mom was like, well, I'll take everything he bought you. I said, okay, enough said. So I just took the things back and got other things that I like. But yeah, last year he just got it all wrong. I don't know who he thought he was shopping for last year. So this year I gave him a long list to go by. And I'm not sure what I'm getting, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to see their faces when they open up their gifts. And so so Friday we are going to a Christmas party. Saturday I am having people over here on Saturday for Christmas Eve, and it's kind of early when they're coming, and so and then after that, because it's only going to be about 3 hours, and then we are going downtown to Centennial Park, because I told you generally on Christmas Eve we would ride around in our pajamas to go look at the lights. Well, this year at Centennial Park they are having this, it's like a Chinese festival type event, but they have lit up Centennial Park, and they already decorated for Christmas, but with this in conjunction to it. So we're gonna go down there Saturday evening and take the nieces and the nephews, and we're gonna be down there probably till about 9-10 o'clock, drop them off home, and then Santa Claus come or whatever, and I can get home and do whatever it is that I need to do. And so this year for my grits, I'm making my my rendition of the Flying Biscuits grits with white cheddar cheese, and it is so good. So I have everything for that, and I don't make it often because all the ingredients that you need, it makes it kind of pricey to make, but when I make them they go very fast. So I'm gonna actually do those, and I'll probably do those in a crock pot. For Christmas dinner, I am going to start that on Saturday night, probably before we go to Centennial Park. And what I'm going to do, I'm making a pot roast. My mom wants me to cook a hen, and we may, if she decides not to go downtown with us, then she can be here to do that. But I'm putting my pot roast in the crock pot also. So yeah, those are some of the things that I'm going to do. The sides, I'm still going back and forth about, and I really should have had all this done, but I have had so much to do lately around the house, and it's 12 days of Christmas and trying to go shop. So me trying to get a menu together, it's taken me a little while, but I knew I wanted something sort of special, and what I would really like would be a crown roast, but they are so expensive, and we're not going to have enough people over here to eat it. And my brothers don't eat beef, and my daughter doesn't eat beef, so I have her one of those turkey loins from Aldi's. Those things are delicious, guys. They're $5.99, but and you get 2 turkey loins in there, and they already have in their sauce already, and you just put it into the pan and let it broil for maybe like 30 minutes or so. It is delicious. So I'm making that for her, and I'm making a pot roast for us with carrots and potatoes, and like I said, I hadn't figured out. I'm making macaroni and cheese and string beans. I'm going back and forth about if I want to make candy yams or not. And I'm also going to make the Tennessee whiskey cake. I made it for Thanksgiving. I'll make it again for Christmas. It reminds me a lot of figgy pudding, and I love figgy pudding, but it is so time consuming to make. For one of my events in California, it was a Christmas event, and I requested figgy pudding, and it was a hit. No one had it, and even the chef had to go and look for a recipe to create it. But it was such a hit. It is so delicious. But the Tennessee whiskey cakes reminds me a lot of the figgy pudding. So I'm going to have that, and we're going to have ice cream on the side. And I think my mom is going to make a sweet potato pie. And I might go by Sam's and get a red velvet cake. One of my brothers loves red velvet cakes, and my mom makes excellent red velvet cakes, but I don't think she'll probably be up to be doing all of that. So I'm going to go get one from Sam's that's already decorated, and that is what we're going to have. Also, for 2017, there are some things that I want to do different, and some things will be new. We will still have a lot of the same types of content that we did this year, and things that I shared with you, and collaborations and new ideas and DIYs. But this year I want to chat live with you, and so I have been contemplating that for a couple of months, and I think it'll be fun, just so that you and I can like really interact with one another. I think that I am like as genuine as I can be on camera, but if we are like live one-on-one and all of us in a group together meeting live, you guys can really see my personality if you have not figured out how I am now. I know recently I have gotten some people who have like commented about some of my little quirks that I do, and one of the things that I have caught myself doing, and you guys have too because you've called me on it, is smacking. And I want to address that because sometimes I do smack and sometimes I don't, and I think it's more like a coping mechanism, because when I was in Los Angeles and in college, everyone said like, and so I would say like a lot. And now sometimes when I'm here, I have gotten out of saying like, and I fill my likes with ums. And so I'm trying not to say neither one of those, and I think what is happening is I smack because I'm thinking. And I realize that it happens a lot when I'm really passionate about something, I'm really into it. And as you guys see, sometimes I talk with my hands and I can be very dramatic, but I'm that way, period. So I am going to work on that, because my daughter had said that to me one time before, and I was like, I don't smack. And then when I heard it, and then some of you guys have commented on it, and yeah, but at the end of the day, that's whining. So, but you know, there's some different things that I want to do for 2017, and I think you're gonna be really, really excited about it. So we're going to talk about that in 2017. So you just stay tuned. But I am really, really excited about this year, the remaining part of this year, as well as next year with you. So I just wanted to chat with you guys. I need to go ahead and finish up these other gifts. You see I have them all around me. But I hope you enjoyed this chat as we wrapped our gifts together. And this is our day 10 of my 12 days of Christmas. We are almost there, guys. You guys will get the home tour for 2016, and I must say I am very happy with how everything turned out. I have one other video that you guys will see prior to that one, and that will be tomorrow, and then you will see the home tour. And yeah, I am really happy. I really appreciate all of you guys for all of your support over these 3 years now. I'm at 3 years. Yeah, I'm at 3 years. I cannot believe it. Well, 2.5, I think. I started in 2014. So last year, so it's 2 years. 2 years and a couple of months that I have been doing this, and you guys have like really supported me the entire way, and I absolutely appreciate it. And this is my second Christmas sharing it with you guys, and it's just like you guys are family. So until tomorrow, guys, I will see you in the next video. But you know what I always say, the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.